everybody. Welcome to the Suspish Squad Chit Chat, where we're going to talk latest gossip, Bailey's videos, which, hello, Charles Manson. Yes, I'm digging it. And just kind of touch on a few things that have been going on. We've got a guest star tonight, which I kind of blew in my life, but hey, whatever. It's all good.
Yes, and we're just going to talk about like any group updates that have been going on lately. And we have gotten really big, as you can see.
Huge.
It's exciting. It's
awesome.
it's so like peaceful.
It is. Which
There's
is great.
there's like no, I mean, there's a degree of drama, but it's not like anything we can't handle. I think everybody's kind of, the system is working right now, so which is good.
I think it's expected when you put 45,000 women together, you're bound to have a little bit of drama. I mean,
and some men,
a couple men, yeah, but you know,
and also Fatal Beauty,
Happy birthday!
Big bash, birthday bash.
Yeah, I didn't go to that. You did though.
My God, when I tell you, Allison with Fatal Beauty, they gave away, I can't even, I lost track. I lost count. She gave away, she was on for at least 5 hours. Not 1 minute passed where she wasn't giving something away.
Fortunately, I had to miss out. I'm really sad.
I got some good stuff for both of us.
Woo!
I won I'm so excited because I won the Paul Dow romance palette.
Nice.
Then I won the Fatal Beauty palette.
Yeah.
Then I won lashes and earrings. And I know Melissa, another mod, and then Charlene, another mod, they won stuff.
Yeah.
It was just, and
awesome.
We had our winner who won to get into the giveaway, Miranda Smith. She won a bunch of stuff.
That's awesome. Yay, I'm so excited.
I know.
That's great.
It was
okay,
great.
So we also have challenges that we're going to talk about winners on.
You want to talk about the CC Motorsports Greg giveaway and kind of what you're thinking at this point?
Yes. So we haven't set an exact date, but since it's my husband's car shop, he owns it, so he's going to sponsor it's going to be a small giveaway. We're going to buy some, I'm very excited about this. We're going to buy some merch from Natalie, and we're not going to accept a no for an answer because it goes to the Suspish Squad. So we're going to get some merch, some makeup. It's going to be a fun event. We are going to do a like pinup classic muscle car kind of look. Ideas will be posted. You don't have to do the images that are posted. Just have fun with it. Like everything else, just have fun with it. That's the key. We want you to just enjoy yourself and have fun. So I'm excited. I can't wait to see everybody's looks.
Quick question. What color is your lipstick?
It's a combination. Actually, I did the color I did on my live. I don't remember what the colors are called. And then I did a nude color kind of in the center. Make sure you report to the admin or the mods on the page instead of reporting through the page. Just DM one of us. Don't report it to through Facebook. Just message one of us and we'll deal with it. We'll jump on it. We're pretty responsive. Somebody's always on.
And with that button, like that button, when you hit, it says report to admins, report this content to admins. It doesn't do what you think it does. Okay. So what it does is it reports it to Facebook.
Yeah.
And it could be the smallest thing. Like, it could be somebody just hitting it for really, for just a judgment call that maybe it may not be removed or it's something that we need to work on. But that honestly, at that point, don't hit the button, just communicate with us directly. And it gets dealt with a lot quicker. And we keep the group safe and we keep it private because Facebook has got its own rules and that's fine for everybody's safety. but sometimes they don't kind of like, it's a computer system, Facebook. So it's gauging on a certain algorithm and it may not understand the dynamic of our group. So we don't want Facebook coming in and then doing all this, what it does. So
well, let's just try to keep it internal. Come to one of us for the reporting, because
another challenge that we're running right now, the Ashley Duncan Ice Angel.
I
You see that
love this
picture?
challenge. Yes. And hello, have you seen Charlene's look already? She already did it.
Oh my God, I
Oh my
couldn't
God.
believe it. That first of all, where did she get blue lipstick? That
Right?
girl has a arsenal of makeup. Charlene,
And she's got
has
like
an
glitter
arsenal.
and I mean, I wouldn't, yeah.
I know. No, sure. That was a work of art.
Yeah,
Work of art, Charlene.
she did amazing. So beautiful. Kudos to her. Awesome job. I do think that these ladies are going to really blow this out of the park.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah.
Yes, absolutely. And when you win,
Yep.
rule, when you win a challenge, very important that you DM me within 24 hours. Okay. That is a rule to make it fair for everybody. Because remember, there are close to 45,000 people. And there was a lot of people participating in the challenge. So if you win and you don't claim your prize, it's only right that the prize goes to the next person.
Yep.
Okay. Because it's, it's.
And if you don't watch this, you're not going to win.
Bingo.
So
Bingo.
sad for you. I mean, you're missing out anyways, even if you aren't a winner, because I mean, we're amazing. Speaking of which, can I just
We're just amazing. Okay.
I mean, like, how can you not want to like watch this? Can I just give a really, really, really quick shout out to Erin and Kat for doing the video last week. They did awesome, and thank you so much for doing that. Both Natalie and I enjoyed our time off. It was
yes, and they looked amazing. Kat, stunning. She's a supermodel. Yeah. Erin, amazing, and it's so nice to see Erin because it's like we have admins, we have mods, we have this whole team together, and everybody does their part. Yeah, and it's like Erin hasn't done the YouTube yet, so it's nice to see new faces doing it and giving it a okay. So let's talk about Bailey's video.
I mean, I knew this story kind of already. I'm a little obsessed with Charles Manson anyways and his warped mentality. It's one of those that you just kind of can't get enough. Side story on this, my mother-in-law, when she was a teenager, worked at the farm that was right next door to the movie set that they lived on.
Are you kidding me? Was that during that time?
Yes. It was the summer he was there.
Does she remember anything?
She said they were kind of like hermity. She doesn't, she didn't really hear from them, but she remembers when the movie star, I can't remember her name, was killed and how sad that was with her friends and the pregnant movie star. Oh my God.
Yeah. Oh, Sharon Tate.
Yes, Sharon Tate. So when she was killed, she remembers that. And then when it all uncovered, she's like, oh my God, I worked at the farm right next door to that. So when the movie with Brad Pitt came out about this whole thing, she wouldn't stop talking about it. She's like, I was at the farm right next door. I worked there.
That's crazy.
She spent her summer there right next door to them.
Yeah. There's a couple of things I didn't realize. So she said that she went into his childhood and of course, I mean, mom was.
So when I was watching this about his childhood, I had a flashback to one of her other recordings. The Pee Wee Herman dude.
Yes.
That was who I kept thinking about because his childhood mimicked the Pee Wee's childhood so much. It was like you were listening to his story over again.
Yeah. And it's so crazy how, like, I mean, when it comes to it's almost like there's a repeat pattern in these stories where you get these really evil people that commit such heinous crimes, and there's always, like Bailey said, like, oh, there's head trauma, or there's some type of rough upbringing. Doesn't it seem like there's always some level of sexual
abuse?
Mm-hmm.
It absolutely. Like, I think it kind of goes hand in hand. If it's not sexual abuse, it's going to be physical abuse.
Right.
And I think that, I mean, it's got to have some kind of, I mean, if it's continuous type of a thing, it's got to have some kind of aftermath effect on somebody.
I know.
Either you move on from it and you resolve your latent issues with it, or you just become a psychopath, narcissistic, lunatic.
I think she said that his personality split or disorder kind of started when he was in Boys Town.
Mm-hmm.
Are you familiar with that? Boys Town?
I've heard about it a little bit, but isn't it like one of those rehab facilities for kids with problems?
I don't know. Like, I'm not familiar with it at all. Like, when she said that and she said, oh, we've heard it before, I'm like, who else has been? I'm not sure who else has been there. So I'm not too familiar with Boys Town.
I think it's one of those kind of places where kids go when, like, a juvenile facility for delinquents.
Mm-hmm.
Nowhere else will take them, so they go there, kind of thing.
Right.
Mom doesn't want you. Dad doesn't want you.
No. Well, that's like Pee-wee.
Yeah.
With Charles Manson, for me, I wasn't part of that generation, but there's so many layers that are just familiar, just to public, like his affiliation with the Beach Boys, the whole thing with the Sharon Tate, how she was married to Roman Polanski is beyond me. We're not gonna go there, but that should be another Bailey video.
So I had absolutely no idea that he had affiliation with the Beach Boys, though. How crazy is that?
Yeah, and he wrote like a song or two.
A song for him, yeah.
I know, yeah. That's crazy. That's crazy.
What
else did he have? He had a bunch of affiliations. Well, and the women that the three girls that followed him, they're crazy. I don't say that to people at all just because of my profession. Like, I don't call people crazy, but they're crazy. I stand behind that. I am clinically diagnosing somebody crazy.
I literally convinced you to murder people, and yet you're still like, oh my God, he's so wonderful. Let me just follow you to the end of the world. Come on. I mean, I maybe it's
that's your impersonation of them.
How I was taught to think outside for myself.
Right.
But if somebody is like, hey, go murder that person there, I'd be like, no, you do it.
I know. But don't you like feel like these girls, these young, impressionable girls also looked at him like a father figure? And
I mean, they were lacking it, so probably. The people he tended to pull into his, I mean, you could essentially call it a cult. So the people who he tended to pull into his following and his family, if you want to call it that, are people who were lost, like nomads who were out there with no family, no ties, no relationships, no anything to anybody, and he could warp their mentality of thinking. And that is, I think, a huge thing in this, because that's the only way he was able to convince these people to do the stuff that he did.
Right. And also it was a culture thing, because during that time we were dealing with population that was against the war, that was kind of going against the government. So they felt there was like a community of just nomads. Like, they didn't want to be part of any they didn't
want to be drafted. They didn't want to be part of the draft. If they were drafted, they didn't go. So they were the group of rebellions, if you want to call them that. I mean, I can't fault people for not wanting to go to a war that was a losing war anyways, but at the same time, your civic duty was to the country. And not that I'm saying I probably would want to be one of those people who said, no, I'm good.
Right.
And somebody else, but still, I mean, these were people who just had nobody, who weren't willing to do what was asked of them.
It's so easy to have different opinions about Charles Manson. He was an evil dude. He was, when I heard about the Helter Skelter, I felt that was a very pushed narrative. I'm not saying that he didn't do that with Helter Skelter is very catchy name. Mm-hmm. But for the attorney to kind of just capitalize on that,
I mean,
that's not allowed.
The attorney was a piece of crap anyways. The guy made a book about the whole experience he had with Charles Manson. So, I mean, yeah,
he shouldn't be allowed to do that.
No, I'm sorry. That would be like somebody going and saying, hey, well, I mean, Casey Anthony's making a book, but I was going to use her as an example and say, hey, I represented Casey Anthony. I'm going to make a book out of it. But she's the evil POS who's doing it herself. So, I mean, I guess whatever. These people are amazing. You have to have. So my mom works for the Attorney General's office. I know I've mentioned it to you in passing, but I haven't. And I've put it on the page a couple times. She worked the case, the Spreckles Mansion case, when it was in trial. She was working for the Attorney General's office on that case. So before it was ever public knowledge or anything like that, this was the one where the little boy, it was in Coronado, it was out here, it was huge when it happened. I remember when it happened. The little boy died, and he was like riding his roller skateboard or something around the house and fell down the stairs and basically broke his neck. They don't really know what happened to him because he had a lot of bruises and stuff on his body that they didn't know. But then like a couple days later, she ends up hung on the balcony from the master bedroom, and they ruled it a suicide, which is still questionable. There's a lot of things that people will argue, having known what happens almost immediately after it became public knowledge. It was like, okay, well, I kind of know the footprints are actually the cops' footprints, or like the scene was kind of tampered with a little bit before they were able to like collect the evidence. So that's where the questions come into play of like, okay, well, did she tie the knots, or did they do an aftermath of tying the knots to make it look like somebody did it, kind of thing. So
Bailey went over that.
She did. So totally lost my train of thought.
Well, you know what? It's perfect timing. You know why?
What?
Our guest is here. Woo! She's waiting. Are you ready? I'm excited. I can't wait to just have her on here. All right.
You look gorgeous.
You look gorgeous. Oh my Lord.
Foxy
Let me
lady.
see. It doesn't really have a specific theme to it. Mostly I do my makeup and share, the makeup looks that I've done. My goal at some point is to take a class and become a not licensed makeup artist, because you have to like do a whole process for that, but just a certified makeup artist, and be able to actually work on other people and have like the paper that says I'm official and all of that. So
nice. So now what is the page called?
It is called Makeup, Beauty, and Life with me, and the me is the both capital because it's my initials. So
I just realized that. Oh my God.
I didn't yeah. You just told me. I didn't even notice.
You just blew my mind. Like, oh, I didn't know that. Okay, so now we know you because you're amazing at makeup. You're one of the team leaders on the Suspish squad, and you keep the group, safe and active. And you're also like do a lot with the challenges and organize them. behind the scenes and picking out what's going to happen, the schedule, which still to me cannot wrap my brain around. I just, when she tells me the schedule, I'm like, whatever. If you got it, I'm good. Yep. I can't.
Yep.
So now, yeah. So tell us a little bit about, like, as far as the challenges that are going on right now.
So we have the new Bailey challenge, obviously, which is the month-long one that we do. We made it a little different. The other team members and everybody had said that it would probably be a little easier if we just put all 4 looks out at once instead of doing them weekly. That way everybody can see them all at once. Hopefully get more people doing it since they get to see all of them. And of course we have Charlene, who puts together the awesome, she did videos this month, which is so awesome. And then today she put music on some of the videos.
I know,
So,
I saw that. I couldn't believe it. I'm like, what? She's doing, she's really talented with putting that stuff together.
She is.
So much fun. My God. So a quick question. You mentioned before that you're also organizing a giveaway for your page.
Mm-hmm.
And tell us a little bit about, like, what's needed for that.
I keep sitting down to make the post, and then, like, every time I do, it's usually the middle of the night, and, like, I'm trying to work out all the official details, but so it'll be when I hit 500 likes and follows, and then it'll be kind of like I was thinking of doing a live thing, but I think I'm going to do that later. So all you'll have to really do is like and follow my page, which I found out there's a little bit of a difference in liking a page and following a page. So you'll have to do both, and I will be checking for that. You'll have to tag, I'm thinking it'll be like probably tag 3 friends in the comments of the giveaway post. Obviously like the giveaway post. Possibly share, I think, I haven't decided if it's going to be share the post or share my page, but you'll have to share one of those things.
Okay.
And then there's comment done. So once you do all of that, you have to comment done in the comments. And then once we hit 500, or once I hit 500 likes and followers on the page, I'll be doing a giveaway. My goal is to have to do 3, like a first, second, and third. And the top one, I'm still got to get a hold of Allison. We all know Allison Foster. She's amazing.
Yeah.
I'm all about supporting the people who have small businesses. Because, you know, Ulta doesn't need my money.
Right.
Morphe doesn't need my money.
Amen.
Okay.
Amen.
So I want to try to do probably a $50 card as the first place for Fatal Beauty. Nice. And then for second and third, it'll either be a smaller gift card each, like a 50 and then maybe like a 25 and a 15 or something like that. And or it might be, if not that, then maybe it'll be like a palette or something from Fatal Beauty. I haven't fully decided on all of the gifts just yet, so I'm still working that out, but I do know the top one will be a $50 gift card for Fatal Beauty.
Very
That's
nice.
Awesome.
I know. I can't wait. All right. Well, if you need help, let us know.
Yes, we're here.
We love giveaways.
We're your supporters. We love you. We got your back.
So speaking about giveaways and challenges, do you have any winners for us?
I do. Actually, we had the Suspish Decades 80s challenge. And then we had the Bailey challenge for last month. And then also, so we had our 50s challenge winner, original winner. Unfortunately, she did not get a hold of Natalie in time and claim her prize. So we have a new winner for that. Our 80s winner was Crystal Hobson. So congratulations,
yes.
Crystal.
Yay, Crystal!
Congratulations.
So awesome. And I don't think she's won anything yet before, has she?
She
Her
hasn't.
debut?
No, this is
First time.
exciting.
And
So
then
when
our
we do the
Bailey
drawings
challenge-
for this, we do a spinning wheel, right?
Yes.
It goes,
the Laureen, our other wonderful mod, the mod team leader, she has a thing that she does online, and it's completely random. She puts the names into a wheel, hit spin, and that's how they are chosen. So that's one thing I always want to I always try to emphasize in the post. These are not like your skill level, your talent level, whatever it is not what these are judged on. Like at all. It's random. All you have to do is do the look, submit it, and put the hashtag in. Like, it's that easy.
Yes. It is.
and I'm gonna tell you guys, if you don't like the picture that they choose for the challenge, it's just a broad-based, like, this is the idea behind it. It's not do this look, it's do this challenge.
Right. Exactly.
Our Bailey Challenge winner, I love her so much. I do. And please forgive me if I pronounced this name wrong. Jenya Allman.
Yeah. That girl has won consistently in like 2 or 3 weeks now. She has won.
Well, she did
The spinners
two
love her.
80s looks too, right? So she posted 2 80s looks, which was awesome. She's my
She's
kind of
amazing.
I love her.
She's great.
Yeah, she's great. She's gorgeous. I mean,
I know.
everything's just so gorgeous.
Yeah, her makeup
okay, and
is
then
just
our
amazing.
Oh, I know. Did you see the pictures that she posted of her in the 80s? Her
Yes.
actual from the 80s?
Loved it. It was great. It was like, here I am then, and here I am now.
Yep. She's gorgeous. Okay, so our new 50s winner is Mary Rose Nakamura. Yeah. And
Oh my
just
God,
on
yes.
stage,
She was also our Shark Tank winner.
She is. Yes.
That's what I was so excited for her. So, yep.
Awesome.
Oh my God, that's awesome. That is
Congratulations, ladies.
congratulations. You did a great job and can't wait for the next challenges. We got some serious stuff coming up.
Don't forget to contact Natalie 24 hours. If you don't, you don't get your gift.
So from watching this video is when you have 24 hours after that. So this video usually is posted by Monday, Tuesday, and then you have plenty of time to call me or DM me.
Yep.
So I think so now.
then,
One more thing I want to ask.
Mhm.
Miss Natalie, since we have Melissa here because she's just as fanatic about it as I am, the store. This is amazing.
Yeah, that is a work in progress. Please be patient with me. If you want any orders, you got to DM me. I am in Facebook land right now trying to figure it out, and it's not easy. Like there's so many, and I try to do a little bit of it at a time, but when I put up the store, I had such an inventory come in of all that stuff, and I'm sitting there going, I gotta post it because I can't. I'm gonna just all that stuff came in. I'm like, I gotta post it.
I love everything. I want to buy one of everything because it's
Those
just
shirts. Oh my gosh.
They're cute. Oh, I have okay, it's not an announcement so much, but FYI, I've been speaking to a member. We all know who the member is, who's back on track with designing.
Oh, really?
You know who I'm talking about, right? She's back. Everything is straightened out.
Awesome.
And we have a member that is designing a shirt for us only. It's our shirt. So
Awesome.
she's gonna reach back out to the group and get that going again.
Yay!
I know. I can't wait. I can't.
Fish Squad exclusive shirt. That is so exciting. I love it.
Yeah. That's always been our strength, being exclusive. Being exclusive and having boundaries has always been our strength.
makeup was never something that I spent a lot of money on, and now I'm like, oh, I got merchandise for our page. I got makeup.
I know. If I was 20 and I found this love of makeup, things would have been so much different. Oh my God.
My life would have been very different, I think, if I had the expertise I have in makeup now and could afford the makeup that I can afford now.
Right.
I'm pretty sure my life would be very different.
Yeah.
Just saying.
Yeah. And I think, and just like that's the crazy thing about this group is that there is no other group like this.
No, there isn't.
It's so unique that it kind of, I was thinking about it today. I'm like, wow, we're very like picky on who comes in. And I know somebody like said something like, oh, there's a lot of people that came in. There's a lot of people who don't come in too. There's a lot of people that are,
I'm going to tell you right now, Natalie spends all day on Tuesday filtering through we get probably about 1,000 requests for people to join the group, and she sits there. She's the only one who does it. Nobody else touches that. But on Tuesdays, that's what she does. She siphons through all of the people that she doesn't want in the group, that she knows will be not a good fit for our group. So for those of you who don't think that we are a very proactive administration and mods and just team, then I don't know what to tell you, because we are always, if more than likely there's more than one of us on the page at the same time.
Yeah, all the time.
So it's hard. I was just thinking about earlier, because I was, of course, kind of going over like what was going to be talked about, because I didn't want to come in here. I put scenarios in my head. I'm weird. I don't know. Anyways, that was one of the things I was thinking about earlier, was when we say you have to, if you win a challenge, you need to get a hold of Natalie within that 24 hours, because it doesn't look like it maybe from the outside, but we are doing so much that we just can't take people down for that one thing, because we're constantly doing something else. We're always planning something, dealing with something. And like, that's the reason that members don't see the drama, is because one of our team is always catching it. Usually, like, if drama slips through and a member sees it, it's very rare. Like, very rare.
It happens, but it's rare.
Just how, it doesn't look like it maybe from the outside, but we're very busy in the group while still trying to maintain these and like personal lives. And then, like, you guys have jobs. I'm a stay-at-home mom, but you guys work and do the group and have a personal life. So
this is why we needed you wonderful mods to join our team, because when we hit about 15,000, the four of us were going, how are we going to do this? There's no way we could have done this without you guys. You guys are just amazing and lifesavers, and we appreciate everything that you do for us.
Yes.
100%.
The mod team is golden, and also the mod team, you guys have to start doing these chit chats.
Yeah,
get on here and start doing that. People want to see you guys. They want to. We see pictures of you all the time. We see your lives, see Connie's pictures, Janie's pictures, Lorraine's pictures, but we need to kind of like get to know you a little bit. I know people want to get to know you better.
Absolutely.
You guys are beautiful.
And we'll guide you. We'll start out with one of us, with one of you mods, and then we'll let you guys just run with it. Just like everything else,
That could get dangerous. Maybe it won't be safe to stick me and Charlene in together. That might be.
Oh my God. First of all, Charlene with her Scottish accent. She's so, I told her, I said, when you curse, it's not really cursing because you sound so freaking cool. Like you,
right?
Yeah. She doesn't sound like she's cursing.
No.
Well, and people like hearing it from somebody, especially a Scottish accent. You don't hear that very often. So.
No.
Right?
I told her, I was like, us Americans, we've got, how did I word it? I said something about how we just love accents. Like, we do. We don't care what you're saying, just as long as you're talking.
Yeah. So let me ask you, what did you think about the Charles Manson video?
So I watched it. It's one of those things, as I've said before, I have ADHD, so I have to watch it more than once. But Charles Manson's always been something, I haven't looked into him deeply yet, but he's one of those ones that I always kind of wanted to look up. Like I told my parents the other night, I'm like, yeah, it's got all the cool cult leaders and stuff, and, you know, we don't have any of the cool cult leaders and stuff like that. We got the ones that like are crying because they didn't get a video game. So
I know.
Sort of like I'm a god. But just hearing it all, I'm sitting there with some of it because she's saying how they would like it was like Halloween every day and they would dress up and I'm like, I'm not gonna lie, I probably would have joined.
Kind of sounds fun, right? It does. It kind of sounds fun.
It is so funny. I could see that, Melissa. Wait, what? It's Halloween every day? Yeah, sign me up.
I mean, you know, once like the killing and the crazy started, I probably would have been like, y'all, I think I'm done.
Bow out.
Start my own Halloween every day cult. But
Yeah, it's true. And I think that's why he was able to fool so many people. He had homes that people can do and be creative, and he was writing songs with the Beach Boys, and
right?
this man had
That part, oh my god. This isn't the first time I had heard about that. I had heard about it before, but it was the first time I had heard all the details. And it still blows my mind that one of the Beach, like he wrote one of their songs.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy,
right?
I know.
No, he didn't just write one of their songs. He lived with one of them.
Yes. Well, didn't his whole like community lived with this guy? Like all of them. Didn't they all
they lived on a ranch that was also an old movie set.
I actually had asked my dad because when I saw that, I had also watched, like I got real into the Ted Bundy documentaries and like when Zac Efron did that. So I always ask my parents, do you remember this? And my dad does. He was a teenager. He was a teenager when all this was going on. And he was like, if you see pictures of my dad in the 70s, my dad was the 70s. Like, he had the hair, he wore the clothes. Like, yes, you think 70s, that was my dad.
I love it.
He was heavily, so yeah, he remembers that. My mom said she doesn't remember, you know, some of them that much because her parents, my grandparents kind of kept them away from all that. But yeah, it is, he remembers hearing everything and all. And my mom said though, she doesn't think he wouldn't have gotten the attention that he got if he hadn't killed famous people. Like it was because of the famous people that he even got as big as he did. So
right. And he was very he was smart with how he played his murders. So like when he murdered somebody, he would have them write something that was very at that moment aggravate or trigger the culture at that time because there was a shooting and there was like a race culture going on in the court systems and everything. And he
was trying to prove that, or he was trying to show that the dude who had already been arrested for that first murder was actually not the person who did it, even though he was.
Right.
He was trying to make it seem like, oh no, you guys have the wrong person. So he was essentially sending, I mean, he never got his hands dirty in this. So
no, he was trying to pin it on the Black Panthers. And they didn't do it. But if he could pin it, then he can start or ignite an aggression that was already happening and start. That was his thing. His thing was a race war for some reason. He wanted this race war. So Melissa, do you know anything about Roman Polanski? Because I know you're young.
No.
She's very young. So it's like Roman Polanski's so old. Aging myself right now. I'm aging myself. Do you know anything about Roman?
The ones that I know, well, the ones that my mom had brought up, because I had asked my mom if there was anybody else. There was Jim Jones was one that she knew, and Bailey actually has done a video on him. I looked it up. And then, and this is, so I know I haven't gone live in the group in a while, and it's because I've just been trying to kind of build up my page a little bit. But I do want to go live in the page. I have to do a little bit of research. Richard Ramirez was another. Yes. And I don't think Bailey's done him yet. I searched him and I didn't see a video from her on him.
She did him.
So
She
I'm
did
gonna,
him.
Not
she
Richard
did him.
Ramirez. It's called the Night
she?
Stalker.
Yeah,
She
it's
did
called
the Night Stalker.
okay.
She's got a picture of his creepy little court photo where he's like, oh, this dude's gross.
I will send it to you.
Is it weird that I kind of want all of their mugshots to hang up in my office though? Because that's like, and like Al Capone and like I want a bunch of.
Well, I mean, I get Al Capone. He was like what 50s, right? I mean,
yeah, he was long, and he was Chicago.
Yeah, Chicago. I mean, he was like Chicago mafia. Like, okay, I lived in Wisconsin for a year, and I will tell you right now, I went on a mafia tour in Chicago, which was. Holy crap, it was amazing. I was like, yeah, I belong in the 50s. I need a little flapper skirt and like I struck it for 20s or whatever it was. I don't know, whatever it was.
Listen, the three of us would not have survived the 50s in Chicago because we'd be kicking ass of every man that would be done. We would aqua Tofana everybody. However, they did have style. Did they not have style?
What is it with like prior generations had gorgeous style, and then we're stuck with like cycling the 90s style. I mean, what is this?
Not even the 90s. It's like the 90s and the 80s mom jeans that are they're making fun of our skinny jeans. Hey, don't make fun of my skinny jeans and then wear jeans that my mom forced me to wear when I was 8 years old.
We tried to cute it up with the like shirts that showed your midriff.
Yeah,
because we couldn't. I mean,
see, when I was in high school, we went through bell bottoms, which I loved, but we had like low rise bell bottoms, so I can't do low rise anymore.
Yeah,
no more bell bottoms coming again. Like, you guys want to steal what my generation already stole? Steal the bell bottoms.
I'll tell you what. I was late 90s. I graduated 99. So, okay, I just aged myself. Nobody judge. Y'all are going to get here eventually. So, So when I graduated, we had the bell bottoms, very 70s style look to what we wore, but we made it more modern, which I mean, I guess the kids nowadays would say that too. I feel so old saying all of this stuff, but I remember my mom saying, you guys stole my style. That was my generation. And we wore the bell bottoms and off the shoulder tops. And it's like, well, and so like, see what I went through.
Listen, I have something from my generation that I know will never come back.
So.
Shoulder pads. They never come
Shoulder
back.
pads.
Oh, now hold on.
They never, like, you know, like the power suit, like that. Like, they never come. And if they do, I want to be gone. I want to be in the ground.
I can see it.
I have very broad shoulders. I have very, very broad shoulders. So I would sit in my room and cut those suckers out of my clothes. Oh, I hated those things. Oh.
I remember when I was young. I must have been like 16, 17. Dick Tracy. Remember that movie, Dick Tracy, that came out with Madonna, was Breathless Mahoney? She had a couple of dresses that for a limited time was sold at, and here's another store. I don't know if you guys know. Jen, you may know. Melissa, this may be out of your, you know, because you're too young. Frederick's Hollywood.
Oh my God, I love that.
Do you remember? Melissa, do you know it?
Yes, my mom worked there when she was younger for a short time.
It was the cheap Victoria's Secret.
It had the sexiest stuff I've ever seen in my life.
Right?
Yeah, cheaper but sexier.
I thought they were better than Victoria's Secret.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
They had a whole Breathless Mahoney line of gowns. I was able to buy them all because they were like $30 a pop. I would go to the club in a Breathless Mahoney gown at 16 with the shoulder pad, electric blue, with my hair, with the aqua net.
Oh my gosh. So I have to say, I've watched all these Suspish chats, and that New York accent that just popped out of you. Oh, I have yet to hear that. I have not heard that before.
You need to find a photo of you wearing one of those and send it to Kat so she can post it. When you're talking about it, I need to see this.
Yes. I have a picture I showed an old employer when I was working in New York. I was in a part of a big like facility, and one of my bosses, a lady, was like, "Oh, can I see a picture?" Because I don't know how or why I showed her this picture, but it was me going out, and I borrowed my mom's like fur jacket, and I had like, like back then you had like the black stockings with the little black dress and the pumps and stuff. She goes, "Who's the prostitute?" That's me. I am not a prostitute. Girl, you don't know style. You just don't know.
Learn your place.
I'm completely proud of that look that night. I am very proud of that look. Okay, I'm not a prostitute.
I love it.
That's awesome.
I remember, so when I would go to school dances, I would wear, it was the shoulder pads for everything. They were built into everything. Yeah. I hated it. Even the thin ones. I'd be more grateful that it had a thin shoulder pad than one of those big, thick, like maxi pad shoulder pads. So you know what I'm talking about. That's why you're laughing. So, but I've always wanted the strappy sandals, right? Like the sandals with the straps on them. And I went down to Florida when I was a kid, and not a kid, I was a teenager. And my father, grandmother, somebody down there bought me a pair of strappy sandals, and I brought them home, and I was like, "You're never wearing those. Those are prostitute shoes. You're never wearing those." Like, Mom, you need to look up the definition of prostitute shoes. These are not them.
I prefer Lady of the Night.
I know, because this was we're talking before cell phones. So when I was in high school, pagers were the thing, right?
Yeah.
I wanted a pager so bad.
Thank God we didn't have cell phones.
Right? I would have been in so much trouble.
Yeah.
So much trouble. My mom goes, "You're not going to Jennifer. The only people that need pagers are prostitutes and drug dealers and pimps. And are you either of those?" No, but don't test me. Maybe I will.
That could be both. There's no either. Don't
write to be made.
Oh my God, that's so funny. Wrapping up what we were saying. Okay, so yes, Melissa, what you did with the album, loved it. So you did the winner's circle or the winner's corner.
Yeah, it's Suspish winner's corner, something like that. Yeah.
And everybody posts their picture and their
everything in my goods too for you. So you have that.
I think it's fun to reflect on and look back on and see all these. I mean, there is not another group out there that does weekly challenges the way we do.
No.
Nobody else has a YouTube. Nobody else has an exclusive merch store. This is a very exclusive club, and you don't automatically get in. So let's have fun with it. Have fun with it.
Yep, exactly.
And the stuff, I think it was in a post I made, the stuff that's sold in the store, it goes towards helping with these prizes, right? Like that's, you're not just, it's not like you're supporting and helping somebody make money. You're supporting the group. Mm-hmm. You're supporting our community.
It's an ecosystem. It's like a full circle ecosystem. Like everything that was put in place is to be a community that is completely independent of supportive people And it's just, it goes full circle. We support you, you support us, and it's just it goes full circle. And we'll do anything, Shark Tank, whatever we need to do. We also have Instagram. We also have Twitter. We have all these little things that make us stronger. Once again, I don't know any other
followers we get on YouTube. The more we get on Instagram, the bigger we grow.
Right.
The better we might have that maybe one day Bailey will come and talk to us.
Yay!
She will. I've been messaging her.
Mental note, it's already done in my head. It's already done.
She is going to come and be a guest appearance on this chit chat someday.
Yes.
I guarantee it. I started this off when we started this chit chat, so I know she's gonna see it someday.
Yes, thank you, Melissa.
Love you
Thank
very
you.
much. Thank you so much for coming on, Melissa. We appreciate it. And yeah, okay. Thank you so
All
much.
right, guys.
Suspish chit chat.
Have a good night.